Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jayyduty here. And let me tell y'all something about man's vulnerability, right? Now, it takes a lot for a man to express himself because just growing up in a society, we've been taught to never express our emotions. Like, it took me a lot to actually express my emotions. I don't care to express my emotions anymore. It's just I express my emotions into the right things. Like, I don't look for validation from my emotions. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I'm going through a lot of stuff for life, my nigga, I found purpose because purpose will validate your emotions. Purpose will help you to overcome them hard times. It's just focusing on purpose. But if you focusing on people trying to validate other people in the sense of, okay, I want that same return. Like, I feel like when I open myself to people, they don't validate my emotions. Even if people do validate your emotions, you still have to love yourself. You still have to have the audacity to just go all out for success, because that's really what we want, y'all. We want to be successful. We want to be rich. We want to be successful in relationships. Like, we want to be married and rich. That's literally what the world thrives for: happiness and wealth. Okay, we want to be successful, but understand this one thing about life, right? Your feelings will never get validated if you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself. Like, I know you feel like, well, Jayyduty, I can just get in a relationship and everything will be figured out. I'm gonna be happy. Nah, hell nah. Even when you are in a relationship, my nigga, you still have to do shadow work. You still have to look within yourself. You still have to love yourself. You still have to love yourself, bro. Like, I don't know, like, I've been in a relationship for like 6 months now, and it leads me back to that same point: isolation and loving yourself. Like, just love yourself, my nigga. But one thing about man's vulnerability, we need not someone, but something. Okay? A lot of men, they use music. A person like me, I use YouTube. A lot of men, they use the streets. They use violence to express themselves. But it's whatever you want to do. When you vulnerable, right? When you expressing your vulnerability, it's okay. It's okay to have emotions. Nigga, you human. Like, you're human. Like, nigga, everybody have emotions. Dogs, animals, human, you. Like, nigga, we have emotions. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel. You get what I'm saying? But don't react off your emotions violently. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't react off your emotions like you trying to hurt somebody and put somebody else in jeopardy, because you just putting your own self in jeopardy. Because what you put into this world is what you would get back. So, my nigga, dodge prison and dodge jail. Don't go to jail because you hurt. I know you hurt. I got shot at from a nigga down the street. Let me say it again. I got shot at from a nigga down the street. I wanted to kill that nigga so bad, nigga. I didn't want to go up to his mama house and just Swiss cheese her ass. But it's like, it's not worth it because I found purpose. I know who I'm truly am. It's like I only focus on what matters, even in a darkest situation. And I always tell myself, how can I benefit from this moment? Because that was the most traumatic thing that ever happened to me, is getting shot at. I was deeply triggered about that. Have you ever been shot at? Have you ever been in a situation where somebody tried to take your life and that was the closest person around you? Have you? Because a lot of people be thinking, Jayyduty, you inexperienced though. What you mean I have emotions and it's okay to express yourself? Bro, I've been through some real dark shit, and expressing myself to YouTube helped me overcome that thing, bro. You have to express yourself. I'm not saying do it to people, but do it to your music. Do it to your songs. You know, speaking to the mic, speaking to the camera, focus on purpose, stay focused. That's the only thing that would get you through them hard times, just staying focused. That's the only thing I've done. Like, bro, I was triggered walking around the city with a knife in my back. Triggered as a motherfucker, just wishing to spy him out so I can just kill him. I just didn't want to live anymore, and I didn't want that individual to live anymore. Do you know how it feels to get shot at? Do you know how that feel? Bro, it wasn't jelly beans coming out that motherfucking pistol. Do you know how it feels? I'm not saying, well, Jayyduty, like, you know, you making excuses. Nah, I ain't making excuses. It's just, my nigga, I learned something out that situation, and what I learned is that it's okay to turn your back and not retaliate. It's okay to be vulnerable. You ain't gotta act like you too tough to have emotions. You nigga, the toughest ones cry. I done seen a thug cry, nigga. A thug, nigga. This nigga really been through some gangster shit in the projects right now. Tear down, crying to me, telling me about his life experiences and how many people who he lost doing this shit. Bro, you have emotions, you gonna cry. You can feel vulnerable, bro. But when I got shot at, I always used to tell myself, like, man, stop all that bitching, like, stop all that thinking negative, stop all that negative emotions. I was running from myself. And it was one day, my nigga, I had to do deep shadow work. Like, yo, Jayyduty, bro, you hurt. You got shot at, nigga. You hurt. You felt betrayed, didn't you? You just went through some betrayal. You got shot at by your own homie. You hurt. Keep it real with yourself. Once you start keeping it real with yourself, it will help you to stay focused on yourself. Just keep it real with yourself. What's the actual problem? And how do I fix the problem? And you will realize it's not by doing external shit. I went to the gym every single day after that. Still ain't healed my pain. Still ain't healed the trauma. The only thing I have to do is just dig a little deeper within my subconscious mind and talk to myself. Ask myself questions. Why do I feel bad? I remember I went to a library and I kept asking myself questions like, yo, Jayyduty, bro, why do you feel bad? I even cried. Nigga, I was doing deep shadow work for like a whole 2 hours straight in the library, looking crazy. I'm at the table, just talking to myself. Like, I'm not even greening out, but it's like everything is just fixing itself, and I'm starting to look at reality in a different spectrum. Like, I'm starting to look at the reality differently. Like, my perspective on reality changed as I kept questioning myself. If you want to overcome your trauma, you have to question yourself. Your higher self, you know all the answers. The answers is within yourself. The reason why you feel like, oh, I should express myself to other people is because you feel like you don't have all the answers. You feel like you need your emotions to be validated. But you're the only person that have to validate your emotions. You're the only person that have to speak to yourself about what you're going through. You're the only person that can get you through whatever you're going through. Literally, you're the only person. You have the answers. You have the voice. I sat down. I kept questioning myself. I'm like, Jay, why do you feel like this? Like, I feel so hurt. And I start crying. I start shedding tears. And I was like, I can shed a tear right now, bro. Like, this shit crazy. And I was like, bro, like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, are you okay? Like, why are you crying, bro? Like, why are you crying? Like, why are you crying? Stop crying. Like I was telling, I'm crazy as hell. I'm like, bro, stop crying, bro. Stop fucking crying, bro. Like, stop crying, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Stop crying, bro. I'm mad at myself for crying. And then I realized and I told myself, my higher self was speaking out of me. He was like, yo, it's okay to cry, nigga. Let that shit out. It's okay to cry, nigga. And I was just crying. You know, everybody outside the windows, they just looking at me. People just walking past me. That was a different level of vulnerability. I'm just crying in front of everybody, just crying. Now you're probably like, well, Jayyduty, you weak. No. That just shows that, listen, that's a different level of not caring about what other people think. That was like a different level of overcoming your fear. I always tried to hide myself. I always cared about what other people think about me or thought about me. That moment, it was a whole different type of vulnerability. And then I went into the other room because I didn't want to just sit there and cry for long. So I went to the other room and I was like, yo, why did you cry like that? And I kept telling myself, like, because it's healthy to cry. It's healthy to cry. It's healthy. Let that shit out. Crying is like a detoxation, or crying is like you detoxifying a lot of negative emotions. Like, you just detoxing. It's okay to cry. Don't ever be afraid to cry. Let that shit out. I don't care what the case may be. Somebody disrespected you. You know, you homeless. You put out your mama house. Nigga, cry all you want, nigga. A lot of people be like, no, don't cry. Cause then you just like staying stuck in a loop. No, my nigga, if you don't cry, then you just gonna let them emotions on a wrong source. You get what I'm saying? If you cry, my nigga, it gives you a realization to just keep pushing forward. That's why I'm here. That's why I make YouTube videos. That's why I'm alive, is because I cried. Like, if I didn't cry, if I didn't express my emotions and I just let the shit just eager me up, bro, I wouldn't even be here, bro. Cause I'll just be in my head. You gotta cry, my nigga. You just got to, my nigga. I know, Jayyduty. What are you talking about? This is not a valid video. This is not a video you should post. Like, nah, my nigga, man is not supposed to cry. I know, that's how we've been taught, especially women. Women really believe that man is not supposed to cry. We don't have emotions. We're not supposed to have emotions. Bro, I made a video about men's emotions, and a woman had comment on that video, was like, well, man, y'all been taught to just have a solution and have everything figured out. Y'all haven't, y'all not supposed to just, you know, have emotions in front of your girl, because what can we do about it? It was like that was so disgusting. You can always express your emotions. Cry, nigga. Cry. Do it. Just do it. Whatever you feel about your life, just cry. Let that shit out. But I only cry when I need to. I don't try to intentionally try to cry. Like, bruh, at that library, I needed to cry. I needed to do that. Like, I needed to. That was something I really need. And you know, when me and my girlfriend was going through a lot of ups and downs, I tried to not to cry, because I was like, nah, Jay, it's just a girl. Nigga, stop crying over a girl. Like, nigga, it's just a girl. And it just, I tried to hide my emotions with just red pill videos. And one day I just couldn't take it. I cried. Like, you just gotta cry. And when I cried, I kept telling myself again, like, Jay, bro, just a girl, bro. Stop crying over, nigga. Get up, nigga. Get up. Go do that video, nigga. Matter of fact, go do some push-ups. I did some push-ups while I'm crying, trying to hide away from my emotions. And then I sat down. I was like, yo, Jay, bro, why are you crying? And I kept repeating to myself, bro, me and my girl, we just not together. Like, I know I'm just looking like a bitch, but me and my girl, we just not together. Like, I know I'm just looking like a bitch. My higher self had to speak to me like, yo, it's not that you a bitch. It's just that you valued her. You loved her. You cared for her. You want her. That's all it is. Just because you value somebody and they no longer in your life, that don't mean, just because you crying over somebody, that don't mean you a bitch. That don't mean it's just, oh, bro, it's just a girl. No, my nigga. You had some type of romance toward this person. You value this person. You did your part with this person. Yeah, you made a lot of mistakes. But at the end of the day, you got to find the real reason why you feel some type of way. Because once you find that real reason, you start to do a lot of shadow work. You start to heal. You have to find a real reason why you feel some type of way about your breakup. And once you find that real reason, you will learn to accept it and just to move on. You will learn to move on. But it's that reason. You got to find out your why. I cried a lot, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not perfect. I cried a lot. No, we humans. We not perfect. You supposed to cry. I believe every man on this earth is supposed to let out some emotions, and it got to come out of tears. It would change your life. Cry. Next time you feel so triggered and it deeply hurts you, it's okay to cry, nigga. Let them emotions out, nigga. Let them emotions out. I want every man on this earth to cry. I don't want you to feel like you too tough to feel emotions, nigga, because this is where a lot of triggers gonna get built up and you gonna let it out on the wrong thing. That's where prison comes from. Prison comes from people just holding a bunch of triggers and not knowing how to express it correctly. You get what I'm saying? Like they just so triggered, they felt so tough to cry. And now when they just locked up in the gym, now they expressing themselves. Now they tapping into this realization like, man, fuck the streets. I ain't going right back to the streets. That's what it does. Crying makes you just get over things. Crying make you just like accept things the way they are and just live life, literally. At least in my opinion. Like when I got shot at, I just had to accept it. And I tear down a lot. I just had to accept it. But when you cry too much, my nigga, it can be tiring. But if you a person that just cry too much over anything, you gotta realize where you going. Like you gotta realize the good in life. Like don't pay attention to the bad, because now you just doing that to yourself. Like now you really just doing that to yourself. Like it gets to a point you start to sabotage yourself. You start to sabotage everything that's great in your life. Like, bro, you living good, my nigga. Think about how you were last year. You was probably homeless. You was probably unemployed. Now you got a job. Now you making money. You learned a lot. Like, think about the great things that's happening inside your life. Don't focus on the bad. That's the advice I got for people who cry a lot. Focus on the great things in life. Focus on what you want to happen. Don't focus on what didn't happen or what already happened in a bad way. Focus on what you want to happen. Focus on being grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because gratitude will help you to overcome a lot of negative emotions. It's just gratitude. Close your eyes and thank the Lord, or thank yourself and thank the universe. Just thank the universe for just being here, because it could have been worse, my nigga. Always know whatever you going through, it could have been worse. Like when I got shot at, nobody died in that house. Bro, my brothers could have died. My homie could have died. Somebody could have lost their life. My mama could have died. Like somebody in that, I could have died, nigga. Somebody in that house could have lost their life. That's why I just had to accept it, because it could have been worse. You got to always look at a situation like, bro, it can be worse. It can always go worse. But at the end of the day, it was the bare minimum. It wasn't all that. Get over it, accept it, and love yourself. Anyways, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.